Alright there, Procrastinauts, mine's Pleborian, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. Last time we were here, we sent our Capello MCV mobile construction vehicle up to the moon and got ourselves nice and prepped for our lunar base construction, our lunar colonization plan. That's the word I was looking for. Nice. Also, we touched upon a bit of Kerbal news, which I've also had a pretty good response of so far, so expect to see more stuff like that in the future, as and when the developers start putting out official dev blogs. That's when I'm going to start reporting a bit more on it all, so I can have a bit more official word on what's going on, and that way I'm not filling the airwaves, if that's what we can call them, with malicious rumours and stuff like that. Those pictures were posted by Nova Silisco, so I know that they are legitimate sources of information, but like they're work in progress screenshots. A lot can change, but this time around we've got what I've gone and done off camera is I've gone and got my MCV into a nice position, which is just in the centre of this divot that I'm currently in here. Now I imagine this might be the site of the moon lift, somewhere in this crater here, so I would have to go out and up and over, but we're not going to go to the MCV. First off, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you, no actually, we are going to go to the MCV because I need to show you something. I need to make a little bit of a confession, because if you notice in here now, we have some stock in our space dock. Now I tried my fucking hardest to launch some supplies up and get them here so I could rendezvous, deliver cargo, piss back off to Kerbin. But no matter what, my ship's just decided, I think it's the cargo module that's doing it. The ship kind of like gets to 1,000 meters and decides to go inside itself, and next thing you know there's a huge explosion. So I've cheated a little bit to give myself this stuff, but this is just very, very basic supplies. Very, very basic supplies indeed. So with that said and done, I'm going to go to the Space Center. We're going to go here. And I've already got the pod set up, so this is what we're going to be using for the base of our mining drill, as it were. So for this we're going to need an RCS tank, the drilling unit itself, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do this as best as I can. Now I've given myself some linear RCS ports to try and give myself a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for here? Give myself a bit of thrust to control how this descends, because so far from what I've seen it's quite hard. I can't quite... Oh, hello. No, I can't quite seem to get this here, so let's move this up, see if I can... Oh crap. Let's see if I can get further under this, because it's a bit dark and I can't really see underneath there, so... okay, so they're definitely not facing the right way, so we're going to do something about that right now. Okay. God damn it. I need these RCS linear ports to work, otherwise we're going to be having a very short mission. But there we are, they fit on there, that's good enough for me. You know the rest. So, no, we need 4 symmetry, not 8 symmetry. Okay, so can you get into a nice position where you can position this? This is hard work. This is. Oh, come on. Nice. Okay, so I imagine that should do. So the last piece we need now is it them ones? No, it's not them ones. I don't think it's them ones, is it? No, is it? Hell, I was like, I'm currently looking for the base lander legs that we get. Aha! Alright. Now that should be perfect. The final piece we need for this puzzle is this. Alright, why is that giving off some sort of weight? I've never seen that before in my life. Now that is strange. Why is it doing that? Never mind, I ain't gonna complain. So with this, we're gonna call this mining no, what can I call this? We're gonna call this drilling point alpha, I think, because this is going to be the very first one we're going to be sending up, so hopefully this will not cause too many issues. Let's launch this motherfucker and see how it goes. Alright, Drill 78 controls. As you can see here, we've got a new window. Hyperdrive offline. Drive controls, unlock drive controls. Lining up the moon, hyperdrive online. Now this is different. Why did I not see this 10 minutes ago? Alright, activate jump. So let's hope this works. Alright, so it brought us up there. Alright, let's see how this goes. Do not crash into the floor. Alright, nice. I think it's doing its job. Alright, wicked. So, yeah, that's worked. That's worked a treat. So what we're now going to do is we're going to engage in a very slow process of turning this around. You might be wondering why we're not falling towards the MCV about now. This is because the orbital construction mod has a very clever little thing of what it will do is it will teleport you to exactly 50 meters above the surface of your mobile construction vehicle in the case it's Jebediah's pop down there. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and turn this. I don't know why it's so slow. It's possibly because it's under the effects of some sort of physics that we don't comprehend. Okay, keep on going, just keep on going as if it was nothing. Right, we're almost there. So how do I engage? Oh, how do I engage the docking clamps? Disengage the docking clamps, should I say? Because normally, like I said, this window's a bit different. Return to normal fly. Aha! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Right, okay, that's good enough. So the RCS ports are doing their job. So that's good enough news. We can now land this nice and safely next to our MCV for all intents purposes. So what this should do now, if we are lucky with this, nice. All right, we landed. So return to normal flight. How do I get rid of that now? No idea. I have never ever seen the space built part do this, but I'm not going to complain. Unlock jump drive controls. Landed at the moon. I don't get it. Why is this different now? Never mind. You know what? Get current drill state. So I'm going to start drilling for mass, I think. So now what this should do, I don't know how long it takes to do this, but it should start transferring mass to within 1 kilometre of a space dock, which, as you can see, we are certainly less than a kilometre between our drilling base and MCV. So this should work, I imagine, anyway. So drilling for mass, get current drill state unknown. I don't know if this is actually working the way it's intended, but never mind. So I want you to get away from that thing a little bit. Oh god, no, don't reverse into it, you end up knocking it over. Alright, so now that I hope it's drilling for mass. Anyway, I don't know. I really don't know if that is doing its job. But never mind, I'm sure we'll find out. So we're going to go back to the Space Centre, and all we're going to do now is we're going to send up another one of these. So for air drilling point Bravo, we're going to save this, and we're going to launch it in exactly the same manner as we just did. Alright, so bring that across. Bring that across. Alright, so now if we unlock the hyperdrive controls and activate the jump, that's going to bring us up there again. Let's see if this one works. Oh, Okay, now you see this one didn't do as it was told. It's just going to put me... Activate jump. I don't know if you can see this, but this is slowly... Right, now that's done something now. Alright, so I thought we were shit up shit creek then. We still could... No, we didn't collide into it. So same thing again. We're going to go on a very slow rotate and we're going to angle ourselves down. Honestly, I thought we were done for then. I've never ever seen it do that before. I mean, I was literally practicing 10 minutes ago and the space built command box was completely different. It is incredibly strange. So keep rotating for me until you get to exactly where you need to be. As I said before, this is kind of a slow process, but never mind. It's good news. It's good news regardless. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do now. Like I said, I don't know how long this is going to take to, you know, actually drill the mass and fuel that I want. So with this said and done, I'll get the RCS on. And we're going to go return to normal flight. So there we go. That's give us what we need. And we just need to get ourselves into a nice position now. So I'm going to activate sensitive steering so this isn't as awkward. And we're going to get ourselves just over the top of our MCV. We don't want to be landing on top of it. Alright, so the second of our mining drills is down. So unlock drive controls, get rid of that. And now, by the magic of this mod, I'm going to start drilling for fuel. Wicked. So that should be that. I don't know how this drill system actually works, but I imagine we'll find out now. So far we've got no mass and we've got no fuel in the space dock as of yet. But again, I don't know how long this takes to do. It could take a very, very long time. But at least we've got 2 mining stations doing their duties. Or at least I think so. That could have gone very, very wrong. So, what's next? What's next in our big scheme of things? We need to actually set up a habitable base. So, before we do that, we need more than Jebediah Kerman, because, you know, he is the super Kerbal, but he isn't the be all and end all of all Kerbals. He does need a little bit of help. So who else are we going to send up? Then I imagine Bill and Bob. Go sit there and tell him how to go and do his job. So I think we're going to be sending up the Hope 1 this time, because this is the only multiple person command pod that I can build. So we're going to go for Hope 2. We'll save this and launch it. Let's see, we've got Jorman, Roderick and Mervis. You know what? I did want it to be Bill and Bob, but I'm not too fussed, but someone has to get out. I mean, these guys' faces aren't entirely... Oh, well, I was going to say they don't look entirely convinced, so I'm going to end the flight on you, my friend. We're going to go to the tracking station. And we're going to go back to Hope 2. So there should be now 2 Kerbals in this bad boy. Enough room for Jeb, so when he eventually does come home, he can do. Yes, 2 Kerbals. Mervis and Jorman. Mervis, Jorman, congratulations on being selected for this project. So you should be honoured. It's a shame I can't teleport you guys up there. That would make things a lot easier. But we're not going to cheat that much. Like I said, I cheated to get those drilling platforms. I'm not doing any more than that. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I'm going to cheese my way through that countdown, I think. So we all know what the Hope 1's capable of. We all know we can get to the moon off this. So it can't be a bad thing. This one also has a bit of sass, so my job's going to be a little bit easier. So hold yourself there for me and just go up nice and casually. Get ready for these solids to dissipate and go. Oh, that also reminds me, I've got the MoonMech camera mod on here, so what I think I might do, I didn't give that a link in the description in the video, so I'll put that in this video's description, along with the orbital construction doohickey as well. Because chances are some people might see this video and they might not see the other one, and people ask me about which mod I'm using and be like, it's in the fucking comment section, goddammit! That's how angry it gets me. I hurt my throat then. But nah, I don't mind helping people out as long as they use the initiative and actually look through the video descriptions to find these mods before coming to ask me, then it's not so bad. God, I forgot how efficient we have to be with this thing, with it being the stock pieces. I mean, I could have just built a Kerbal and that would have got me there, no questions asked, and it would have been perfect. But the Kerbal doesn't have a pod similar to this that will fit 3 in, or have an entry and exit point. But never mind, no matter. Alright, we're about to lose out on these things. So, same again. We've been through this once before, never mind. Go. Back to the rocket. Right, okay, you need to do some adjusting to your angle, matey. Otherwise, you're gonna not hit the moon. Not only that, I've also got to make sure I've got enough fuel within this thing to make sure we can do a burn back as well. I'm confident we'll do it. I'm quite confident at least. I just hope this gives me the orbit that I need. Because I mean, I can use this to get me to the moon and possibly back as well. I can't remember on that video of how efficient we needed to be. Did we take this with us? This stage, this big long stage? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. But never mind. Just keep on burning, my friend. Keep on burning. And you should get there. Oh man, I tell you what, I'm so glad that that those 2 drills didn't break on me. Otherwise, it was going to be a case of several recording attempts, and nobody wants that, especially me. I mean, I originally intended to start this episode about 2 hours ago, but I've had that many problems with the orbital construction mod. It's just not been too fun on me. But never mind, we got the fucker working, which is always good news. How are we doing for an orbit here? We're doing pretty good, so once again, up to 200,000 meters I think is where we're going to go, and we're going to build our orbit from there. 70, 80, 90, 200, 202, that's good enough for me. So, if you could, just get yourself up to that Apo for us, matey. What I'm going to do is going to have to go this far, I think, and now I'm going to have to adjust the rocket because it won't turn of its own free will. I think I might need to give it a little bit of thrust just to give it a helping hand. Again, this isn't something that has a SAS on it, because as we all know, these rocket pieces don't have a SAS size for it. Although then again, the Nova Punch pack that I've got may have one in this size, but I don't know how big these tanks are in relation to the Nova Punch tanks. I mean, these look like they're about 2 meters. These tanks, the 2M size tanks. But hey, we're getting a bit of movement on. That's good news. So I'm gonna get myself to about here, because then I'll rotate past it, I reckon. Yeah, look at that. So get yourself up to the Apo and thrust. Build up that arc. See what we can do. Right, that wasn't as quick. What have we got? 201, 214. That's still within acceptable limits, or I would at least think so. So same as always, whiz around the planet, because it's a long trek around the universe, and burn ourselves to the moon. I've done this so many times now, it's become like second nature to me on how to do this. Right, okay, so shit, I forgot that I'm going to need to turn this, so we're going to go the long way around, I think. But yeah, I've done this that many times, it's second nature. But when these new planets come along, Jesus Christ, I have no idea, absolutely no idea how I'm going to do this. I'm hoping the developers may include ion engines, decent sized ion engines that will run off solar panels. If not, I could probably download a mod to make a probe that will give me ion engines, and I can launch an unmanned probe to each planet and practice from there. But I'd still like some sort of stock ion engine. Hey, they're a valid form of engine, I suppose. If you've ever heard of the what is it? Is it the Dawn probe? I think it's called. Currently on somewhere very far out in our solar system, investigating an asteroid belt with Vesta, the largest asteroid in there, and there's a planet in there. I can't remember for the life of me what it was called. Right, you know what? We're getting a bit past the mark, so I'm just going to speed up time. I should be seeing it soon. Right, okay, so there it is, and we're just going to full thrust this bugger, and we're going to get ourselves nice and out there. I think we may even have been a bit more efficient on this burn than we were on the original Hope launch. But then again, I have had to play with the 0.16 physics quite a bit by now, so it doesn't surprise me the amount I've done it a little bit easier, but I don't want to be too big-headed because this could still go wrong, and the last thing I want is for this to go wrong. Oh, nice. So what have we got? 700 meters. In essence, I could ditch this thing, but I'm still gonna keep it for posterity's sake. Posterity's sake, not posterity. Let's see. As you can see, we've got our lovely MCV, drilling point Bravo, drilling point Alpha, drilling point Bravo. I don't know why I went to say Kappa then. Yeah, we're getting close to this Perry, so what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much going to go for the same kind of jibe as what I did last time. I'm going to thrust myself up a little bit to help with the turn. And then as soon as I get onto that retrograde, I'm going to speed up time. It should hold the physics in place for me, and then just do our slow descent. Initially what I'm going to do here, I think, is burn that much fuel that the periapsis becomes 0, and this big tank here will go crashing into the floor. Right, okay, 32 meters. Right, okay, that's perfect. That'll go colliding straight in there, so we can now ditch this and give ourselves a bit of homegrown thrust just to get ourselves away nicely. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go prograde. That should have kicked us out of the way, I think. Enough out of the way to not hit that thing there, that body section. So do us a favour, go slow past it. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. Alright, so 48,000 meters, that's perfect. So we're now going to speed ourselves up, and we're going to go intercept that periapsis and build down our other side. So we get a nice low orbit. Doesn't help that I passed the bastard, but never mind. Alright, I'll give it full pelt. I want the periapsis to be just past it if I can help it. It seems like I'm going to have to do an orbital correction somewhere along the line. Alright, perfect. So now, what do I want to do? I want to go south here, I think. I think that's what it is. I always get these mixed up, the normal and anti-normal. Yes, anti-normal it is. If I can get that to coincide with that landing area there. Alright, that's nice. So what's that poking at there? Right, I'm going to get a bit close to this, and then I'm going to investigate, because I might start my steady drop. Oh, hello moon mapper. So right, how are we doing? Right, it's there, it's good news. How long would it take for us to slow down to approximately 100? Alright, so it's not as fast as what the other engine that we had on the Capello MCV thruster. Alright, we are starting to decrease our speed rapidly, which isn't bad. I also do need to readjust the normal and anti-normal again. So it's back to south. No, that's north. So we're going to switch around and see if I can get this more in line with our MCV. I mean, I do want this to be as close as I can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, that looks like it could be good enough, or at least within a decent range. So how fast are we going? 200 meters. Can I start to slow down? If I slow down to 100, how much is that going to reduce my arc? Alright, so it looks like we're going to be coming down right next to it, so I'm happy with that. But what I do need to do is I need to go back to south, which I just found out was this way. I was nearly about... Damn it! It's north again! How? How? God fucking damn it. Alright, here we go. So, south. Rotate. You know what, I'm going to call that perfect. It can't be much better than that, surely. Alright, so we're now at 18,000 meters. And we're only 18 kilometers from the landing zone, so I think now is when we're going to go retro, wherever retro might be. It's up here, isn't it? Yeah, I figured it was. See, because I'm going at 300 meters towards this floor, and I'm already down at 13,000 meters, so let's get as much of a slowdown as we can. We might be a bit of a distance from there, but as long as we're within 1 kilometer, it's not so bad. 10,000 meters, and we're looking pretty solid. If I can keep that fuel to half, that means we might be able to get a chance to get back. Alright, so take it down to there, and we will go down from there. So at some point, yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. We've gone down to ×1 warp, and now I'm gonna get myself into 10 meters per second at this kind of height, because then I'm gonna get myself closer, much closer to the space dock, I think. Alright, okay, so which way is it? So if I go that way, that should give me a bit of thrust that way. Alright, happy days, happy days. It's going to be a slow ass descent, I think. How are we doing? We're 2 kilometers away, so by rule of thumb we should be just over 1 kilometer away by the time we come into land. I would have thought so anyway. What I want to be more that way, so I don't know why my speed skipped up to like 40 so fast then. Alright, yes, this is looking good. The fuel's not looking too good, but do you know what? I honestly don't care, because I think I could make myself a nice little return vehicle for this. This could be the one that we used to get here. Let's get here. Alright, slow yourself down to about 10 again for me. And now I'm going to boost this way, and we are getting there. We are getting there indeed, which is definitely a good thing. Give ourselves a little bit more boost that way, and then you know what, actually we're going down quite fast, so I'm going to give myself a nice upwards movement boost. So, oh wow, that was a bit too uppity. So you know what, we're close enough now. We're less than 500 meters away, so I'm going to give it my all now. This is it. This is our landing zone, I think. Remember when I said we can hit the floor at stable 10? Nearly lost it. We're not going for that shit today, my friends. Definitely not. But I am going to slow down to that speed. Alright, so we're getting there. Yeah, I'm going to try and get a little bit closer, so... Alright, nice. Nice indeed, so... Yeah, this'll do, I think. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here. I'm happy with this. We're down. We are officially down and only 283 meters away from our mobile construction vehicle. So we're going to get some Kerbals out. Well, actually no, we're not going to get the Kerbals out, but we are going to deploy the stuff. So we made it. We actually made it. Don't think we got enough fuel to make it back, but never mind. Hope 2 is successfully landed within range of our base. So Apollo MCV for me, please. Right, okay, so it doesn't look like these have been updating, so I don't know. I need to find out what the rate is. No, it's not been putting mass in there, and it's not been putting fuel in there either, so those drills aren't doing their job. So that could be a bit of a problem. I'm going to find out what that issue is and I'm going to fix it, I think. So with that said and done, we now have 2 mining drills and an extra bunch of personnel have come to help with construction of the base, which is good news. This is a good start. I'm enjoying this. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how long it's going to take me to sort this issue out with the drills, but hopefully it'll be fixed by the time we come back for the next episode tomorrow. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and if you're feeling fruity, leave a comment, and I shall catch you in a bit. Peace.